Our next guest is Scott Hannant, an award-winning journalist and former television news executive who's now the Director of Public Affairs and Communications at the Canadian Centre for Substance Use and Addiction. He leads the promotion of the Centre's work to inform decision and policy making at all levels of government. He's also a professor in the journalism department of Carleton University and sits on the board and executive of the Ottawa Mission and the Gala Committee of the Wabano Centre on Aboriginal Health. He is a recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal and Canada's Community Builder Award. Please join me in welcoming Scott.
Good afternoon. Great weather for the event. Thank you very much. Just wanted to thank Gord and his team for bringing us all here. Anthony. It's great to see actual 3D faces. A colleague was saying earlier this is the first time in 18 months that he's going to have to speak in front of actual people. And welcome to those who are joining us virtually on Facebook Live. We're so happy to have all of you joining us for Recovery Day in Ottawa. This is actually the seventh, Gord assures me, seventh year of being a proud partner of Recovery Day Ottawa, and a proud partner of CAPSA's in all it does. I'd like to start with a heartfelt acknowledgement about the importance of the land we are gathered on today. This is traditional, ancestral territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. It is unceded land, and I am grateful to be able to live, work, and play here in Ottawa on this land. Thank you. Magwech. I invite each of you from wherever you may be joining us to take a moment to reflect on how we use and respect this land and to acknowledge its traditional owners and caretakers. Each September, communities across Canada celebrate recovery from substance use disorders. These events shine a light on this health condition and draw attention to the personal stories of individuals who have created their own pathways to recovery. You give recovery a voice and a face. Recovery Day is also an opportunity to reflect on the barriers on the journey to well-being that affect so many people in Canada. Recovery Day Ottawa was our first Recovery Day in Canada, but CCSA is involved in events like these across the country this month. 1 in 10 Canadians experience harms due to substance use today. People who are our friends, your family members, neighbors, and co-workers. Someone's someone. The evidence tells us that one of the most significant barriers to getting treatment is stigma. Stigma has real-life consequences that are hurtful and can be devastating and even deadly. Stigma stands in the way of well-being and good health. It stands in the way of substance use health. To address stigma, we must see beyond the diagnosis. We need to see the person, not the substance use disorder. We need to understand that substance use disorder is a complex health condition. It is not a moral failing. It is not a choice. We need to remember that recovery is individual, as path are unique as each person who walks it. It's hard to believe that this is our seventh Recovery Day Ottawa. Together, CCSA and CAPSA have a long history of working in a respectful partnership. We have collaborated on community-based activities, national endeavors, and international events. Our organizations have joined forces on projects that encourage everyone, everyday people, service providers, and policymakers to look at the evidence and the need for change. And I think Dr. Etches put it very well, change is now, change is happening. We're seeing change. We're excited to tell you that CCSA and CAPSA recently announced a new partnership. I think it's also a renewed friendship. We're committed to building on our shared vision to end stigma and discrimination faced by people who use substances. We're committed to substance use health. We're committed to helping the media report on substance use disorder in a way that does not further stigmatize people. who are already suffering. This continuation of our work together will allow us to focus our project on eliminating stigma. We can also move forward on efforts to promote improved health for those with a substance use disorder, including equitable access to health services. There is much work to be done in our communities to improve life for people who use drugs and those with substance use disorders. CAPSA has been and continues to be an invaluable partner in that work. We're grateful to that partnership and to each of you here today who are working for that change, because we know that recovery is possible, and we know that those of us who are experiencing problematic substance use and substance use disorder need to be part of the conversation on how we move forward and support one another. Nothing about us without us. If you have come here today looking for support, we are here for you. You don't have to do this alone. This past year and a half has been so difficult for so many, but during that time, we've also learned we need to reach out. There is power in connection. There is power in support. Your community is here with you. Support is available for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Scott, for all the work that you do at the Canadian Centre for Substance Use and Addiction.